If you have ever thought that it's too late to start lifting weights and resistance training in your 40s or 50s, you don't need to worry about it. Many women think that after 40 or 50 it's late to start weight training if they haven't been lifting early in life. But actually the opposite is true, because at this age and around menopause, our body needs resistance training. The process known as sarcopenia starts at late 30s. We slowly start losing our muscle mass. This process is due to aging and it accelerates around and after menopause, partly due to hormonal changes, and partly due to the fact that our life often becomes more sedentary later in life, and our body follows the rule, use it or lose it. If we are inactive, we are aging and we have menopause, this leads to a massive loss in a muscle mass. But you have to know that this muscle mass loss is not inevitable, and our body is very responsive. You can start literally at any age and you will see results. We can maintain and protect our lean body mass, and we can even improve it if we do this training regularly. So actually we can say that if you are over 45, over 50, 60 and beyond, you need to start strength training, even if you have never been lifting before. But how can we start? How can we do it at home? We can use our body weight at the beginning, and we don't need tricky exercises. We don't even have to think about exercises, but about moving patterns. Because if we want our body to remain functional and strong, we need to think about everyday movements that become exercises. Later in this video, I'll show you a 15-minute workout that you can start doing today, and it will involve all of the body muscles in a secure and a simple way, and it will prepare and protect your body for doing everyday movements without limitations at any age. So when we talk about functional movements that become exercise, we need to get up from the chair. So from here I'm going up, and this is a squat movement pattern. The deeper you sit, the more difficult it becomes to get up. Like from the couch, it's more difficult than from a chair. But so you can start doing your squats using a chair. What I'm doing here is holding my spine straight and my chest open. I'm moving forward and I'm using the whole body. The squat movement, it's not only about legs. Here we're using our core, spine muscles, abdomen, and of course glutes and quadriceps. I'm putting my feet a little bit wider than the hips and with my toes slightly open. And I'm moving forward, and then the sooner the better. I'm starting using my legs and I'm going up. All the body engaged and my abdomen is working as well. So I'm returning and I go up. The same we do as a body weight squat, or we can grasp a dumbbell or anything that can make your squat more challenging. And I'm doing the same movement. I'm going down with the spine straight and I'm trying to open my knees. This is the thing that you need to control. When I'm going down, I'm opening my knees and then I come back. So when I'm coming back, I'm trying to engage my glutes for pushing my body up this way. Do 10 body weight, chair, dumbbell squats. And the second pattern is called a hinge. When we're doing a hinge, we're using our coccyx rotation, so we need to keep the spine straight and we bend a little bit our knees, and this movement may be a bit confusing, a bit complicated at the beginning. So I'll show you this movement standing. So when we're standing, we're doing it like this. I'm moving down with my spine straight, and if I'm doing everything well, I start feeling my legs stretching. So I'm feeling my glutes and my hip muscles that are stretching. That's a good thing. And then I come down with the spine straight, engaging my glutes. And this is a movement we use every day. If I want to take something that could be a bag with a grocery, I prefer to bend my knees a little bit. I prefer to keep my spine straight, and I'm using this hinge movement to lift my back. Or I can use a squat movement to lift my back. And here as well, I'm trying to keep my spine straight. This is how I can keep my spine healthy and not injuring it by simple movement in everyday life. But for today and for beginning, I'll give you another exercise that will use this hinge movement, but it's much more easy to understand at the beginning. So we are lying down, and here we're putting our feet a little bit wider than the hips, and from here I'm lifting my butt, trying not to arch my chest. So the thing I want to do is actually from here where my spine is on the floor, I'm trying to lift my back, pushing it up with my glute muscles. And the final point where I want to arrive at this position where my body is actually a straight line. I don't want to rush here, because if I'm moving slowly, when I go up, I push my glutes up, and I'm staying here for 2 or 3 seconds, and then I go down. If you do this exercise this way, you will actually feel better your glute muscles, and you don't need to do a lot of repetitions. So I can also use something like a dumbbell here, aim for 12-15 repetitions of this glute bridge, a hinge movement pattern. And then we pass on a third movement pattern that is very important and we need it in everyday life, and that is a push. I will not show you all the variations of a push because you can find it on my other video where I'm covering all the steps from the simplest push-up to a full push-up on the floor. You can find this video following the link in the description. So I'll pick up one of the easiest variations, that is a chair push-up. It's actually a functional movement pattern of our body when we push something. So I'm going down and I keep my body straight and I come back. Try to do 10 repetitions. If it's too difficult, you can stop at 8. If it's too difficult for you to make 8 repetitions on the chair, you should start from the wall. So these 3 movement patterns, 3 exercises, will become a great starting point for you if you make it as a workout. So make 3 repetitions of each exercises, from 10 to 15 repetitions. Aim for more repetitions while doing glute bridge. On your push-ups, you can start doing 8 and then progress to 10. So make 3 rounds, 3 exercises from 10 to 15 repetitions. It will take you about 15 minutes. But what about common mistakes women make when they start the training after 14, 15 and beyond? One of the biggest mistakes is starting with doing only cardio. Yes, your cardio training may improve your cardio health, but it will not preserve your muscles. Our muscles need resistance training and progressive overload. Another mistake I see very often is trying to follow chaotic workouts. So you can watch some nice videos on Instagram with lots of exercises that are tricky, that will target different muscles. So you have to follow lots of videos, lots of exercises to compound a good workout for the whole body. And then you change all the time. You follow one video and you follow another. You try to replicate the movement without actually feeling the muscles that are working there. Lots of exercises like this that you can find online, they are good if you have some experience and you want to change something, you want to change your movement patterns, you want something new, also because otherwise you feel bored. So when you start, the best way is to follow these movement patterns that are actually corresponding our everyday movements. So also you don't need long workouts. I'm training women for over 16 years and I know that the biggest problem is not the time that you have for doing one workout. The biggest problem is to be consistent. So when you start, when you start from zero, when you start with a new training, you have to think about consistency more than of the real time that you are working out. So if you can work out 3 times a week, let it be a small workout, but you need to keep on with this schedule. And the other mistake is a limitation of thinking that you only need to start going in a gym, and then in the gym you see these machines that are complicated. You see these dumbbells that you have no idea of how you should use it. So you can start at home and become confident in these simple movement patterns. And I am insisting on this concept because the movement pattern that you learn at home will be exactly the same that you will later use in the gym. And if you are good at your squat, you'll be able to execute a lot of exercises in the gym later. Don't need to overthink it. You just need to start. Small steps, simple movements, consistency. Our body needs a clear signal. Our muscles start working regularly. Do this workout twice a week for 4 weeks and tell me in the comment how it feels.